Welcome to Little Magic Adventures. Everything you missed today in 15 minutes. The Lions and the Bears. Man, what a game on Thanksgiving, huh?
Total nail biter? Classic NFC North throwdown, the kind that makes you spill your cranberry sauce?
Definitely had me on the edge of my seat. That 23-20 finish, talk about a close one.
Right? And Goff, man, he was dealing 2 touchdowns to Laporta, right? The tight end was unstoppable.
Laporta was a beast, but let's not forget about Jake Bates, Mr. Reliable with those 3 field goals. Clutch, clutch, clutch.
Absolutely vital, especially in a game like that. But you've got to give credit to Caleb Williams on the Bears side. Even in a loss, the kid showed some serious talent.
Oh, absolutely. Those touchdown passes, impressive. But the Lions' defense, they just held strong. They wanted that Thanksgiving win, and they got it, bumping their record to 11-1.
11-1. Can you believe it? I mean, who had them pegged for that kind of start?
Right? And don't even get me started on Montgomery's 88 rushing yards. He was a powerhouse, just bulldozing through the Bears' defense.
Yeah. Really showcased the different styles of these two teams. The Lions, that balanced attack, so effective. And the Bears, much more reliant on the air game, almost like two different eras of football clashing,
Exactly. It sets up a fascinating dynamic for the rest of the season. That Thanksgiving game was just a taste of what's to come.
Speaking of the rest of the season, let's talk about the bigger picture. This rivalry, it's really seen some shifts in power lately, hasn't it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Bears had their reign, no doubt. But recently, the Lions have been clawing their way up, turning the NFC North into a real battleground.
Totally agree. Those past few games, the unpredictability, it's what makes this rivalry so great. You just never know who's going to come out on top.
Definitely keeps you on your toes. The Bears really seem to be banking on Caleb Williams. He's got the potential, but can he consistently deliver? That's the big question.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure. Now, looking at the rosters, the Lions, that offensive line, solid. Their backfield, talented. Receivers are coming along nicely, too.
Agreed. Their defense, though, still a work in progress. They've shown flashes, but there are definitely some vulnerabilities there.
For sure. Now, the Bears, dynamic offense, no question. Williams, some star receivers. But that defense, that's where the concern lies. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy, right?
Absolutely. High-octane offense, but if the defense can't hold up their end of the bargain, it's going to be a long season for them.
And looking ahead, this rivalry, it's only getting more intense, isn't it? Who knows what twists and turns we'll see next. The NFC North is up for grabs.
So, wow, that Lions-Bears game, huh? Real barn burner.
Tell me about it. Thanksgiving thriller, right? Edge of your seat stuff. Goff to Laporta, twice. That connection was on fire.
Laporta was a man on a mission. But Bates, that kicker, 3 field goals. Talk about clutch. He iced it, right?
Absolutely iced it. In a game that tight, those field goals are gold. But you got to give Williams some credit. The Bears QB showed real poise, even in the loss.
Oh, for sure. Kid's got a cannon. But the Lions D, they held their ground. They wanted that win. And they got it. 11-1, man. Can you believe that?
11-1? Insane! Who saw that coming? And Montgomery, 88 rushing yards, just grinding it out, yeah?
Yeah, he was a workhorse. Just wore down that Bears D. Real old school football, right? Pound the rock.
Old school, but effective. You could see the different strategies, Lions with that balanced attack, and the Bears more air raid focused.
It really did, That blend of run and pass for the Lions, so effective. Keeps the defense guessing.
Totally. And Montgomery, man, he just chewed up yardage. Old school, smash mouth football. Loved it.
Yeah, textbook. But then you have the Bears, right? William airing it out. High risk, high reward. Sometimes it works, sometimes not so much.
Exactly. It's a gamble. You live by the past, you can die by the past, right?
No doubt. So this segment, this recent history, the Bears have had their moments, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. They've definitely had their time on top. But things change, don't they? Dynasties crumble.
They do. They do. And the Lions, well, they've been hungry. You can see it. They're not content with second best. They're clawing their way up.
Exactly. Turning the NFC North into a real dogfight. It's anyone's division, right?
Absolutely. And that's what makes it so exciting. The unpredictability. You just never know what's going to happen next.
It's true. A few seasons ago, you could almost pencil in the Bears as division champs. Now, not so fast. The Lions are legitimate contenders.
So, we were talking about this shift in power, right? The Lions, they're hungry. But the Bears, they're not just rolling over, yeah?
No, not at all. They've got that young gun, Caleb Williams, right? He's the key. Everything hinges on him.
He is. But can he carry the team? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is. The pressure's on. I mean, look at those previous games. Nail biters, right? So unpredictable.
Totally. You just never know who's going to come out on top, which is great for the fans, honestly. Keeps things interesting.
Absolutely. Speaking of interesting, let's dive into these rosters, shall we? The Lions, that O-line, rock solid.
Yeah, real anchors, those guys. And their backfield, Montgomery, wow, a true workhorse.
He is. And their receivers, they're stepping up, right? Starting to make some real noise.
They are quietly becoming a real threat. Now, their defense, that's the question mark, isn't it?
Yeah, there are some holes there, some vulnerabilities. They've got to tighten things up if they want to go all the way.
Agreed. Now, the Bears, dynamic offense for sure. Williams, those star receivers, but that defense?
Ooh, that defense. That's the Achilles heel, right? It could be their undoing.
Big time. It's a risky strategy, right? High-octane offense, but if the defense can't hold up?
It's going to be a tough road. You can't win championships if you can't stop anybody, right?
So we were talking about these rosters, right? The Lions. Well, that offensive line, Fort Knox, right?
Seriously, those guys are immovable. And Montgomery in the backfield? Workhorse.
Total workhorse. Wears down defenses. And their receivers, they're coming into their own, yeah?
Yeah, they are. Quietly becoming a real threat. Deep threats, stretching the field.
Stretching the field, exactly. Keeps those safeties honest. But, the defense, that's still a bit of a question mark, isn't it?
It is. It is. They've shown flashes, right? But consistency, that's the key. They've got to shore things up.
Yeah, they got to be able to stop the run, got to put pressure on the quarterback. Now, the Bears, dynamic offense, no doubt. Williams, lots of potential.
Tons of potential. The kid's got a cannon for an arm. And those receivers? Star-studded.
Star-studded, absolutely. But, that defense.
Yeah, that's the Achilles heel, right? It could be their undoing. Big time.
So we were talking about these rosters, right? But, zooming out a bit, looking at the bigger picture, this rivalry, it's getting fiercer, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's like a volcano, ready to erupt. Every game is a potential explosion,
Exactly. And this recent history, it just adds fuel to the fire. The Bears had their dynasty, but now the Lions are roaring back.
Roaring back, yeah. They're not just content to be second best anymore. They want that top spot. Badly.
They're hungry, man. Hungry. But the Bears, they're not going down without a fight, are they?
No way. They've still got that firepower. That young quarterback, Williams, he's the X factor.
He is. But can he consistently perform under pressure? That's the big question, right? That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, the pressure's on. And these past few games, nail biters. So unpredictable. Anything could happen. Keeps you guessing.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat, for sure. You just never know who's going to come out on top, which makes it so exciting, right?
Exactly. It's anyone's game. And that's what makes this rivalry so compelling, right? That unpredictability.
Totally. Now, looking ahead, right? The future of this rivalry, it's bright, burning bright.
It is. It's like watching two stars collide. The Lions, that balanced attack. So effective.
So effective. And the Bears, that high-risk, high-reward strategy. It's a gamble, but when it pays off, wow.
It's electric, but it can also backfire, right? Big time. So, yeah, what's next for these teams? Who knows? The NFC North is wide open.
It is. It's like watching two stars collide, The Lions, that balanced attack. So effective. But looking ahead, right? The future of this rivalry, it's bright, burning bright. It just adds fuel to the fire. The Bears had their dynasty, but now the Lions are roaring back. So effective.
It's electric, but it can also backfire, right? Big time. So, yeah, what's next for these teams? Who knows? The NFC North is wide open, roaring back, yeah. They're not content to be second best anymore. They want that top spot badly. And the Bears, that high-risk, high-reward strategy, it's a gamble, but when it pays off, wow.
They're hungry, man. Hungry. But the Bears, they're not going down without a fight, are they? And this recent history, it just adds fuel to the fire.
No way. They've still got that firepower. That young quarterback, Williams, he's the X factor. The Bears had their dynasty, but now the Lions are roaring back. Roaring back, yeah. They're not content to be second best anymore. They want that top spot badly.
He is. But can he consistently perform under pressure? That's the big question, right? That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, the pressure's on. And these past few games, nail biters, so unpredictable. Anything can happen. Keeps you guessing. But the Bears, they're not going down without a fight, are they? No way. They've still got that firepower. That young quarterback, Williams, he's the X factor.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat, for sure. You just never know who's going to come out on top. Which makes it so exciting, right? It will be interesting to see if the Lions can continue their dominance or if the Bears can make a significant comeback.
Exactly. It's anyone's game. And that's what makes this rivalry so compelling, right? That unpredictability. For now, the Lions appear to have a slight edge, but the NFC North remains wide open. Thanks for tuning in to Little Magic Adventures. We appreciate each and every one of you.